Ubisoft just celebrated 20 years of Ghost Recon, and I've been there for, I would say, all of it. That's right, I've been around for a long time playing this series, and it's had its highs, it's had its lows, and we have a lot to talk about, so stick around because we're talking about what's going on next in the world of Ghost Recon. So over the event with Ubisoft and Ghost Recon's 20th anniversary celebration, they talked about a few games of the past and something of the future. Well, it's kind of the future that has me a little bit concerned. Let's be honest. There was a video, actually let's back up. Let's get into where Ghost Recon really came from and where it started to take off. Ghost Recon Future Soldier, I think for a lot of us, really where it took off from. Third person perspective, to the point where I actually even joined a clan to be a part of this game. It was incredible. The coordination, objective based, it was fantastic. And again, let me highlight third person. You'll understand why in a second. Let's move on to the next game. Ghost Recon Wildlands. Absolutely love that game. Again, third person, right? Full story, open world. We're in Bolivia. There's a lot going on in that game. I spent a ton of time in that game. From there, we move into the world of Breakpoint. And well, if you've seen us cover Breakpoint over on the show, you know we've had mixed points of this one. There's a lot of ups and a lot of downs on this game. A lot of bugs. When it first launched, it was rocky. Real rocky. Since then, they, being Ubisoft, put a lot of heart and soul into the game to try and bring it back around. Fix a lot of the issues we experienced. Bring out more DLC, free DLC, this, that, and the other. But Ghost Recon has been a third-person perspective game now for a very long time. A lot of Ubisoft titles in general come from a third-person perspective. Assassin's Creed, The Division. There's a lot going on in what's happening here. What goes on next, though, I think shocked a lot of us. When we were watching the stream over on their Twitch page and they were talking about they have a new project in the works, I immediately went to a battle royale. And I was right. It is a battle royale. Let me give you the description of what's going on here. Ghost Recon Frontline offers a new and never before seen way for players to explore the Ghost Recon universe with a free-to-play 100 players plus PvP first-person military experience. That's right, 100 plus players. Seems like it's gonna be team-based, which is cool. But one of the highlights of what they're kind of emphasizing this on is the move into first-person perspective. I play Ghost Recon because it's third person. You go first person to ADS, you want to aim down your sights, then you have the ability to go into that first person perspective. What happens to the other games? Free to play. Ubisoft has highlighted that they want to move AAAs into this free to play space. That's what they're doing here. They're also doing that with X Defiant. That didn't hit very well either. And in fact, when they launched this trailer, this one hasn't gone over very well at all. Over 260,000 views. 4,500 likes to 17,000 dislikes. That is not a good ratio. I've seen some of the comments. They're not good. A lot of people are not happy with the move that they're moving over to this fast-paced action kind of scenario where we're so used to Ghost Recon being more tactical, methodical, third person. Again, third person, not a first person. You want to go into this PvP aspect, that's cool. What happened to the story? Are we now not having a story whatsoever? We had a fantastic story with Wildlands, a pretty good story I felt with Breakpoint. There were some highs and lows. Again, we touched on that a lot in the past, but now they're moving into this free-to-play experience. The Division Heartland, doing the same thing. They want to go free-to-play as well. X Defiant, who knows, we'll see what happens there. They pulled in games from Splinter Cell, or characters, classes from Splinter Cell, The Division, and Ghost Recon, and put them all in first person. What is going on? Why are we moving into this first person perspective, especially with a game like Ghost Recon, and the whole move has us all a little concerned. Free to play, I get it. What's coming next with free to play? Battle Pass, right? We're gonna have Battle Pass. We're gonna have purchases, in-game purchases of some sort. Are we gonna be able to grind out? We don't know. It is PvP. They did say that they're going to bring PvE aspects to it as well, so we do have other opportunities. If you're not looking for that more competitive side, you do have the ability to go in and just play against AI, which can be okay, but I'm sure at some point that's going to get kind of boring too, right? But this whole battle royale situation was presented in a smaller tone in Wildlands. Mercenaries, that was the game mode. It was 8 people. I know, that's a lot smaller than 100 plus, isn't it? But 8 people allowed you to jump into Bolivia, start with no weapons, and then head out and be the last person standing. It was a ton of fun. It worked really well, and it was third person. That's right. My biggest concern as being a third person player, we're now moving from one of my favorite genres, favorite games, into a first person fast paced shooter. This isn't the Ghost Recon we've seen in the past. Now I get it, every studio wants to iterate and innovate on their next game, but moving to something a little bit more fast paced, where we're so used to something being a little bit more tactical, definitely curious to see how this plays out. If it's anything like the videos, people are not impressed. And for me, I'm a little concerned. Let us know inside thegame.ca. Are you looking forward to Ghost Recon Frontline?